Today I'm going to talk about this red car that I manifested after a few months. And when I really looked back and thought about it, it's blown my mind. I think it will blow your mind too. Hello, my name's Loraine and I help people live with passion, purpose and positivity. I've called this video This Manifestation Will Blow Your Mind. And obviously it's about the red car that I spoke about earlier. I've drawn a little red car here too. And from the beginning, from when I first decided I wanted a shiny red car to it eventually manifesting was actually 5 months. Now to you that might seem quite a long time, but I only get cars about every 10 years because I'm very lucky with cars. I've got this belief that I'm very lucky with cars. They never break down. I always have really reliable cars. So when I first thought that I'd want a shiny red car, it was a Mini that I wanted. And I just split up from a boyfriend about a week before, and I just wanted a new life, wanted a new car, a new trendy car. And I write everything down that I want to manifest, and I've put here my shiny red Mini. So I put that out to the universe, and as you know, that car exists. The universe has already answered what I've asked for. But when I wrote that down, I didn't think that I would have it for about a year or so, because I thought for the money that I wanted to spend on the car, I'd need to sell my house in Bulgaria, which is on the market at the moment. So what happened was I forgot about that desire and I carried on driving my little black Volkswagen Polo, which I absolutely loved, and I used to call it Magic. And yeah, it was really reliable. And then in August the car broke down and I wasn't sure what to do. I thought it's quite an it's 15 years old, this car, and I thought there's no way I'm going to spend a lot of money on it. I took it over to the garage where I get my car fixed, and they said it's the fuel pump, and I says, oh, I'm not going to bother having it done. So what happened was, a friend of mine said, if we buy the fuel pump, I'll get my friend to put it in. I says, okay, fair enough. So what happened was, his friend didn't turn up the weekend he was supposed to, so it didn't happen. I asked the garage if they would put the fuel pump in, and they said yes, and it ended up being, they quoted sort of like a fraction of the price from what they originally quoted. So me and my friend Marco, we towed my car because it wouldn't start at this point, and that was an adventure in itself, towing my car over to the garage. I was petrified. I've never done it before. I did find it a bit of an adventure though, actually. He was giving me all these instructions, but then the car kept going too far near to his. Anyway, we got over to the garage, and after a day or two, the garage rang me and says, Loraine, it's the wrong fuel pump. I says, oh no. Marco had done the right thing by giving the company that supply the fuel pump the registration number, and so there was nothing wrong there. But they said sometimes it's a crossover. I says, I'm not going to get it done. You know, I've had enough of it. So Marco and I towed the car back to where I live. And I thought, I don't know what to do. And I happened to say to Marco, I said, I don't know what to do, you know. And he says, he didn't know what to do neither. And I said to him, the guy Kevin across the road has offered me a couple of £100 for the car. It's a friend of my son's. And I sort of says, oh no, I can get more than that, you know. And Marco said, go for it. We can get you another car. I says, really? And as soon as he said that, my mind went like that. And I thought, yes. So he's an expert on cars. He looked up all these cars. He says, there's one thing. He says, don't buy a Mini. Sorry to all the people who got Minis. I'm sure your one's perfectly fine. But he says, don't buy a Mini. Because they're not very reliable. They're always breaking down. And to confirm that, when I told the people at the garage I was going to get a Mini, they says, don't. Unless you want to give us a lot of money, don't get a Mini. So what happened was, Marcus says, the best thing you can do is get a Japanese car. I thought, right, okay then. So he started researching. We saw this car right up in Yorkshire. I says, that's too far. And I was after a Yaris, a Toyota Yaris. And there was various ones come up and people didn't get back to me when I rang them. So anyway, this other car came up, a Suzuki Swift in Cambridge, which is it's a university town in the UK. And it was about an hour away because it's a little bit out of Cambridge, and it was by this woman who was getting another car, and she just wanted to get rid of this car. It was an '08 registration, and when I saw the picture I thought, oh my god, that's beautiful. And Marco said, you know, if it's a Japanese car, it was so reliable, won't go wrong. I thought, yes, I'm going to have that car. So 2 weeks ago we went and got my lovely new red car, and although the manifestation isn't exactly as I asked, it is shiny and red. Even after 2 weeks, I've not washed it yet, it's still shiny and red. And the other day I had this revelation. I thought, oh my God, I've got to share this with my viewers. I've got to share this. And I come to the conclusion that, you know, the universe always does give you what you want. No matter what you ask for, whether you ask, whatever way you ask for it, you could say, I prefer this, I like this, I want this. But the reason it did take so long for me was the fact that I kept putting obstacles in the way. You know, when I first had the desire, instead of just letting it go, which you should do, you just let it go and let the universe bring your desire to you, because you haven't got to think of the how. I was thinking of the how. I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to wait. You know, I'm going to have to wait for my house to sell in Bulgaria, I'll have to do this, I have to do that. So I'm blocking this car coming to me. I wasn't letting the universe bring it to me. So that's the first thing. And the second thing was, so I had this desire, I'd seen minis about, I thought, oh, that'd be quite good, it'd look trendy and everything. But your higher self that's connected to the universe knows what's best for you. My belief is that I always have reliable cars. Always have done. All my life I've had reliable cars. So when I'm looking for a car, my higher self is looking for a reliable car, a good car that's got, because I'm not that bothered about what they look like really. I just want to get from A to B and this sort of thing. So yeah, that's the other thing that I learnt, was that the universe often knows what's best for you. Even though you think this is what's best for you, the universe knows something better. And that car that I've got is better than a Mini, in my opinion. I don't think it's ever going to break down. It's beautiful. I feel great in it and everything. So the third thing that I did decide that what I learnt by all this, you know, going this way, going that way, was that always listen to your intuition. Always listen to the universe talking through you. When you're in a high vibration, the universe can access you and your higher self more easily than if you're got resistance. You know, I had the resistance of, oh, I've got to sell my house in Bulgaria, I want a Mini, I want it, you know. And then sort of saying to Kevin, you know, instead of saying to Kevin, oh no, I don't want to sell it, you know. So, you know, sort of be more open to your desires. When you have a desire, let it go. Try not to think about it. Just let it go into the ethers of the universe, and then you'll get impulses, you'll get intuition, you'll get little nudges, and just follow those nudges. Because as soon as Marco said, sell it to him, this thing went in my head like that. It just, I thought, yes. And then I was getting excited. So that when you get excited about something, things happen more easily. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I just thought of it the other day, really. I'm still thrilled with my car after 2 weeks. And I know it's going to last a long time. I know it's going to be really reliable. I've called it Magic Swift. And it's the same with anything. Your car is energy, like anything. If you treat your car nice, if you talk to it nice, it'll look after you. This is my belief. I always talk to my cars. Or if I'm going to, I'm always a bit nervous about going to a place that's a long way away. And I always say, oh, get me there safely, Magic. We always see people en route that are going to, you know, everyone on the road is a friend, and I'm a friend to them, and we all like let each other in, and, you know, there's no road rage going on. So yeah, so if you like what I just talked about there, please like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and much love, blessings to you my friends, and namaste.